How we doing out there, YouTube world? Well, this is the Fence God. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of crap for saying that. I'm sure everybody is their own fence god in their own way. There's a lot of guys out there like Mr. Fence It and stuff like that. It's just a name. I'll give a little bit of history. I had one of my guys about 12 years ago get mad at me because I was trying to show him how to do something and he didn't want to listen. Like most new guys, they think they know everything, which is fine. I don't care. But he got mad and he's like, I quit. And he's like, F you, Fence God. And he was being smart ass, and he ended up coming back, and he's a pretty good kid. So it's always been the joke. So I did a Cash App, and I tried my company name, and I tried a couple different things, and well, Fence God was the only thing that worked. So I guess it was meant to be. So I just stick with it. So I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else out there. We all have our own little niches and that we do. I just figured, you know, I got some family that has some different avenues that they do a lot of this stuff in. So, I mean, I figured I'd give some entertainment, maybe some job site comedy, you know, because we're always cutting up and, you know, talking shit back and forth. And I figured I'd kind of do a little introduction of, you know, who I am, what I've done, what I'm doing, maybe some advice on the industry in itself, maybe some vendors help you out with if you're new starting out, where to go to, some things that were never given to me because the industry for the most part is pretty hostile. You know, everybody's very competitive. In my area, I help out the other fence companies. I don't sit there and judge. We do a lot of keyless entry systems and they don't, so we help them out. And you know, personally, you know, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. We bet against each other and the best guy win. I mean, you know, that's how I kind of feel. Getting ready to turn 49 this year, and I'm slowing it back a little bit. I mean, we still do some nice, decent jobs. But I started when I was 19 years old, literally in a garage in Gary, Indiana. And I started out welding. I was a welder. That's what I was going to be. Matter of fact, the original name of the company before I divorced was Matthews Welding and Fence Installation. So I was a certified welder. And that's what you did up north. I'm originally from northwest Indiana, just below Chicago. So now I'm in Florida, where I've been for, you know, 20 years and then some. I've been here since 02. And I love it. I mean, if you definitely want to move to a place and be your own boss, it's definitely the best state to live in, from my point of view. I'm sure there's some other states. Like I said, I'm not being competitive or whatnot. But yeah, so I started out in Gary, Indiana, and moved on to a company that's no longer in business, which was called Best Built Fabricating, and it was in South Holland, Illinois. And we did French door window guards, spiral staircases, ornamental iron fence. I didn't even learn about aluminum fence until I came to Florida. I didn't even know that existed. You know, we had vinyl, wood, chain link, all that typical stuff, but no aluminum. It was mainly steel. So you did a lot of welding. And it was great. I worked at that company until I was like 22, 23. And then I moved on to the railroad, and I was a carman for a while, worked at a couple different shops, trying to figure out if it was going to be fencing or welding. Didn't know. And so we had some unfortunate events in my family, and which persuaded me to move to Florida. We had some family down here. So we moved down here to a little town, which I lived now for, you know, about 20 years. I've lived down in this little town, and I love it. You know, it's Interlochen. You can look it up. I think we got our second street light about 8 years ago or something like that. But now we got a major highway that goes through, and it's pretty cool. So it's nice. So I started learning different aspects, learning keyless entry systems, different things, and moved on to now where we're doing state highway bridges, enclosures for chain link. We have one actually going on right now for Jacksonville, Florida, that we're doing some toss prevention fencing, which is where people are throwing stuff over the bridge at the train cars when they're going by. And so we're putting that protected up. And then, you know, temporary fence at the airport. We got a couple subcontracts, fence companies we do work for. You know, and that's not only just all my work, but it's other contractors and other fence companies. You know, I don't care. Money's money. People get so competitive nowadays in this business, and everybody wants to be the best, and everybody wants the next new niche, which is fine. Hey, more power to you. But when you get older, all that, you know, competitiveness is nice. It's healthy, you know, but when you get older, you kind of get more sensible. You help each other out, because it's way better to help each other out than to, you know, sit there and compete and batter and talk shit about each other when, you know, it's twice as easy just to be nice. And that's me. I try to, for the most part. I got some people that don't like me, but you know what? If they want to waste their negative energy, then let them waste their negative energy. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We do all styles of fencing. If you're in the area of Northwest Florida, or even we've went all the way down to Sarasota, Port Charlotte, and done DOT reconstruction of field fence when they tear it up, when they're putting up the perimeter walls, to some of the videos you'll see where we got state highway fence we're putting up. Poles are 16 feet long, 6x4s, and we're driving them in, you know, with the driver that I have, which is a very nice piece of equipment. I have the Hammer series and model, which has the grappling hook, grabs the post, picks it up. It's cool stuff, you know. It's a shame in my younger years that I didn't pay more attention to getting the equipment like I did, you know. But I've gotten it now, and it comes in handy, and I rent it out and stuff. So if anybody's in the area and they need a driver, you know, get together with me, and I'll let you know. You can always message me on here and ask me any questions if you feel like it. If not, man, enjoy the entertainment, and I'm sure I'm going to get some comments about fence, and I get it, and it doesn't bother me. I got some pretty old, thick skin. So we'll see where it goes. Well, hopefully I'll get better at these videos. This is my first kind of introduction video, and I get a little bit of better equipment, some cameras, and so do some different things. I got a cousin that he's kind of a political analysis. He does a lot of stuff, and I love him to death, and we'll just go from there. I hope everybody has a great day. It's Wednesday, and we got 2 more days, and make it through the week, and make sure y'all have some fun on the weekend. I know it starts getting warmer here. We're going to be pulling the boats out pretty soon. Maybe do some videos on that stuff, but it's not just going to be about fencing. It's kind of going to be about my life too, and what comes along with the blessings of doing the, you know, the company, and some of the things it brings to fruition, basically, you know, things you're able to do that most jobs you're not. But everybody have a good day, and talk to you later, and hope you like the content. If you got any advice, feel free, tell me. Maybe something I'm doing too long or too short, or I should be more in detail about, but I appreciate it. You guys have a lovely day. Talk to you later.